Thank you. This is not just another farewell speech for me. It really is going to be a goodbye. And I've blinked, 20 years have gone by, and now it's time for me to find out, as Mario Ambrosini used to say, whether or not there is actually life after Parliament. But just to assure you, I am hoping to prove that there is. Nothing I could say today will come close to conveying how incredibly grateful I am for the opportunity I've had to serve the people of South Africa as a member of this National Assembly. It has been an honor and a privilege to work alongside every one of you, members, officials, staff. Thank you. The first day I stood at this podium, and thank God for this opportunity, was the day I met Prof. Ismail Mohammed. He had written me a letter of encouragement, and we went on to work together on minerals and energy. And of course, that committee was chaired by Duma Nkosi and organized by Tanya Leons, who is an official today. And both of these people set the highest standard of excellence in their work, which I benefited from. These were just some of my many heroes and mentors over the years who have sat in these benches and served members of Parliament, and many who sit here today. The first time I encountered Kader Asmal, then Minister of Education, he had called out to me across the old Assembly, inviting me to join the Education Portfolio Committee. Unlike Prof. Mohammed, a committed Catholic, Prof. Asmal was, by his description, a committed humanist. Of course, we bumped heads and exchanged words, which we both enjoyed, and became good friends in the process. Ben Turok, another giant, got my attention by tearing my speech to pieces in those early days in the most eloquent way in a debate. I so wanted to respond with clever, cutting words, but managed to remember I would do better to learn from him. And we too became fast friends. I'm also remembering people like Mas Shikani and Alpha Mpunchani from our days in Zimbabwe in the year 2000, and so many other remarkable people who have left an indelible mark on my life through the years. Committee chairs from Minister Pandor and Professor Mayatula, who so wisely prefaced his sentences with the words, "Seated where I am seated." To Honourable Masango and Honourable Kapo, who have been an inspiration and really made me feel like I'm part of what's going on here. Speaker Mbeki, in my eyes, a champion of parliamentary oversight at a time when oversight in the ANC was seriously not popular. Also, unlike me, who competed in a man's world by playing down who I was as a female, Speaker Mbeki, by contrast, courageously embraced being a female in every detail in her work. I was at first alarmed, but curious enough to try it. Nothing short of revolutionary. I could go on and on about so many amazing characters like Joan Fubbs, Mike Waters, Kent Durr, Corne Mulder, Honourable Frolic, yes, and wait for it, even Jacob Zuma. But I will stop there and I'll write the book instead. I do just have to tell you quickly, though, about my first day ever in committee. I walked in fairly self-conscious. I saw a space on my right between a row of white males, and feeling a sense of being pigeonholed, I quickly sat in the space on my left, not realizing the seating protocol. I was right in the middle of the majority party, and as they jumped away on either side of me, I realized that my white face was not just a disadvantage, but an offense. In that moment of rejection, I understood something very important. Hateful, angry words and actions, often aimed in my direction, came from a place where open wounds, rejection, and deep hurts were buried. I knew I had to have the courage to face and hear that pain and not run from it. I grew to love you all, which in some ways made my job easier. In others, so much harder. I really did not want to fight with you, but you all love fighting so much. I want to thank you. I want to thank my PA, Mongezi Mabungani, who has been a rare treasure, and all the other precious people who work and have worked in our ACDP offices. Thank you also, Steve Swart, Kenneth Mishfule, for bravely putting up with me and allowing me to stretch your patience and your thinking. So much appreciated.
Thank you.
And now I leave you with these words, and it's not going to take me too long, but please, Frank Sinatra, Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald, I so apologize that I'm differently abled when it comes to singing. There are many, many crazy things that will keep me loving you. And with your permission, may I list a few? The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea. You can sing for me. The memory of all that. No, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, the way you haunt my dreams.
I don't want to disturb your nice speech.
They can't take that away from me. One last verse. We may or may not meet again on that bumpy road of life. Still, I'll always, always keep the memory of the way you have your say, the way we danced till 3, the way you changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me. Honourable Corné Mulder, I was going to ask you to sing it for me, but I decided we wouldn't have time. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Lovely, thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dudley. I hope if you checked your monitor, you'll realize I didn't even want to disturb you. Had extra 2 minutes. And I'm just asking those who are coming, please, those who are coming, check your monitor. I don't want to stop anybody today. I'm not ready to stop anybody.